This is Jolly Bear, your chimney check professional. This is the video portion of my inspection. This is where I take a look at the inner walls of the chimney system. I'm actually almost at the top. As I bring the camera down, we'll see the inner wall of the chimney and the connections. As far as the connections go, I don't have anything really to talk about. That is basically our blast offset. And the light you see up there's at the top. That's another elbow. So one thing we can see is the system certainly could use a good cleaning. There is one unknown that I have with this particular system, and that is what the manufacturer allows as far as the left side adjacent wall. And when you're looking at the very front of the fireplace opening, that adjacent exterior wall is just a few inches from the opening of the firebox. Generally, I expect 12 to 24 inch minimum clearance requirement to wood framed walls. Now, this is not a direct code requirement. Well, when I say that, I mean the city doesn't have in writing anywhere that talks about distance requirements, but it does say directly that the manufacturer dictates how the system is to be installed. So what I'm talking about is the minimum standard that the manufacturer has for that distance, and 4 to 5 inches seems very shy of what would be required. So this is where I look to contact the manufacturer and find out what the actual minimum is for an adjacent wall at the firebox openings. That would include the right side as well, although my focus is going to be on the left side. It is the left side one that I think is incorrect. And I could be wrong. It could be the right side ring as well. I think it is. But and specifically what I'm talking about is this wall right here. This wall is just 4 inches or so from the actual opening. This wall is treated differently as far as the clearance requirements, very likely because of how heat projects. So generally this side would be okay. Obviously I'm going to make sure on both of them. Another item that we talk about is the mantle piece right here. This finished material, this is a part of the black metal facing from this point down. The black metal facing is actually higher than this wood mantle that we have. There should be nothing in contact with that black metal facing. So as far as the adjacent walls go on the right and the left, I can't give you any certainty right now as far as what the exact code requirement is. I have to consult the manufacturer. As far as this goes, I am certain this wood doesn't belong at least to somewhere about here. Additionally, a projection into the or beyond the facing also is generally considered not appropriate until you meet a certain distance above the firebox opening. Now that I don't know for sure. I'm going to have to get the exact requirements from the manufacturer. Again, for sure, from around here somewhere, this material doesn't belong. Up above here, I'm not certain what the exact requirement is, so hence I will find out. With that, ensure you review my written report for all my findings and recommendations.